do a follow-up video on a previous video that I did. I did a video recently comparing the two pomades that I have. I compared the Anastasia brow pomade with the NYX Tame Frame pomade, and I wanted to do a follow-up video comparing these two to the NYX Eyebrow Gel, the waterproof formula. A lot of people had requested it on that video, so I wanted to do a comparison. So I tested out the NYX ones really comparatively because I figured they would be a good sort of brand comparison, as Anastasia doesn't even have any kind of eyebrow gel that is in this kind of formula. So one day last week I put the pomade on one eyebrow and the waterproof gel on the other eyebrow. Over the day I didn't find there was a wear difference between the two. I found that they wore the same, they looked the same at the beginning of the day than they did at the end of the day. But this could be different for everyone. I have naturally dry skin, so I don't have oils in my skin that come out and make my makeup move a lot. So there might be a difference. If someone has really oily skin, you might find that the waterproof formula stays a little bit better than the NYX one, but on my skin I found that they stayed the same. However, I did do sort of a swatch test, which I will show you, and I compared all three. I put all three on my hand and I let them set for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then I rubbed water on them. I took a Q-tip and I rubbed water. I wasn't super strong with it, so I did sort of let the Q-tip sort of just glide on my hand. I didn't want to do like full scrubbing because I felt like that was unfair. But the one thing I found was that the Tame Frame actually lasted longer than the waterproof formula. I found that the Anastasia and the waterproof gel lasted about the same. They came off eventually with the water, but the NYX Tame Frame was the only one that lasted. I found that really interesting because the Tame Frame pomade doesn't market itself as being waterproof, where the eyebrow gel does. I'm not sure why that's the case, but I thought it was super interesting. Overall, I kind of a little bit enjoy the Tame Frame over the eyebrow gel. I find that the eyebrow gel gets a little bit thick as you apply it. So you have to squeeze a little bit out into a plastic dish and then dip your brush in it and apply it to your eyebrows. And by the time I move on to my second eyebrow, the formula of this is gone a little bit thick on the plastic container. I find that a little bit annoying, but I don't find it's more difficult to apply. I just want you to be aware of that. So overall, I think I do enjoy the Tame Frame because I don't need to squeeze a little bit out onto a container. I can just dip my brush directly into this and it's smooth throughout the entire application. I think it's personal preference. Some people might enjoy sort of the way this applies and the way that you have to squeeze out a little bit and you're not re-dipping a brush back into a container, but I just prefer the Tame Frame, and overall with the water test I found that the Tame Frame was better. So let me know your thoughts, if you found that one of these wore over the other or if you prefer one application method over the other. Let me know in the comments below. And thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned.